Hi everyone, it's me again, Isaac Loyola or Rainbowbeliever1. Someone asked me in the comment section, what is the meaning of the word queer? So she asked me this kasi queer is not commonly used in the Philippines compared to Western countries. Kaya without further ado, I will give you 5 points about the word queer. So point number 1, definition. First, let's talk about the definition of the word queer. So if you Google the word queer, you will see a definition from the Oxford Dictionary that says it is an adjective that means strange or odd. So kung yung gay ay happy, ang queer naman ay strange or odd. So point number 2. Now we know the definition of the word queer as per the dictionary. Let's talk about what does it really mean naman in the rainbow community. So sa rainbow community, ginagamit yung word na queer to describe a person who is not straight or not cisgender. So to those who don't know what the word cisgender means, don't worry, I got you. Nakagawa na ako ng video about it, so you can just pause this video and watch it first. So yung link nasa description and nasa comment section, just click that and then after you watch it, jump back to this video. So yun na nga. If you are lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, asexual, pansexual, non-binary, gender fluid, etc., you are queer. So yun yung basic explanation niya. So now let's move to point number 3, LGBTQ. So yung Q sa LGBTQ ay queer. Pero pwede rin siyang mag-stand for questioning. But since we are discussing the word queer on this video, we will just focus on that. Dinagdag yung queer sa dulo kasi hindi lang naman nalilimit sa lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender yung rainbow community. Merong ding asexual, pansexual, non-binary, at madami pa. So, in an attempt to include all, dinagdag yung Q+. Kaya ngayon, LGBTQ+ na siya. Pero syempre, may mga taong ayaw nun. Some people are joking pa nga saying na it's going to be LGBTQ+ Enhanced Pro Max. Which doesn't make sense to me, pero I guess they were just saying na it's too long. So instead of saying the LGBTQ+ community, yung iba sinasimplify and they just say the queer community. Okay, now let's move to point number 4, history. So back in the 1960s, people used the word queer as an insult to gay people. Remember sa point 1 minention ko na ang gay means happy or masaya, ang queer naman ay strange or odd, meaning kakaiba pero hindi sa magandang paraan. Kasi if it is used positively, they could have used the term unique or someone that stands out, pero hindi. They used the term strange or odd. So parang ngayon sa Philippines, people still use the word bakla to humiliate someone. Like for example, kapag may dare sa tropa and you don't wanna do it, people will say, wala, bakla ka pala. So it's like people are associating the word bakla to the word tuwag or killjoy. So if you are gay and you look different, if you are a person of color, if you're brown or black, people will call you queer. Ginagamit siya para mang-insulto. Pero nabago to nung 1980s nung meron tayong matatapang na activist na nag-reclaim ng word na to. So they embraced the word queer so people can no longer use it against us. Nag-march sila sa street yelling na we're here, we're queer, get used to it. So parang they're telling people na it's okay to be different and you have to get used to it. Masanay ka na may mga tao talagang iba. And that's okay. And because of this courageous activist, we now use the term queer. So you can Google queer history to know more. To my very last point, point number 5, disclaimer. Kung sa point number 2, minention king basic explanation, dito, we will talk about the complexity or disclaimers ng salitang queer. So first, although to some people, kino-consider nila na queer yung mga transgender people, yung ibang transgender people, they don't consider themselves as queer, lalo na if they are straight. Number 2, may mga tao pa ding ayaw yung salitang queer, lalo na yung medyo may edad na. to them, it is still an insult, or to them, na trigger sila and nagpa-flashback yung times na insulto yun. Kaya, let's be cautious in using the word queer, lalo na sa older audience. So, last disclaimer, the term queer is not being used to just put labels on people. It is being used to be more inclusive. Kasi, like I said, hindi lang naman lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender yung nasa rainbow spectrum, madami pa. But at the end of the day, it's still up to us if you want to be identified or described as a queer person or not. So that's it. That's my 5 points about the word queer. Sana may nakuha kayo sa video na to kahit paano. Ako, I use the word queer a lot but never in an insulting way. I identify myself as a demi-pansexual transgender guy. Pero para maikli, I just say I'm queer and transgender guy. Pero para mas umikli pa, minsan sinasabi ko na lang na I'm queer, period. Personally, hindi siya insulto para sa akin. For me, nakakatulong pa nga yung word na queer kasi it's very generic. If you don't want to specify your sexual orientation, you can just say na I'm queer instead of saying na I'm gay or I'm bi. So parang automatic na when you say you are queer, it means hindi ka straight. So bahala na sila mag-wonder kung ano ka sa rainbow community. So that's it. Thank you very much for watching. Ang daming videos sa Facebook pero pinanood mo yung video ko. Sobrang na-appreciate ko and every view counts. So if you find this video informative, please share it around. Thank you so much and stay blessed.